Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your new moon in Cancer reading. So, this is your birthday moon. Make that wish. The new moon is happening on the 14th of July at 22 degrees of the sign of Cancer. You can look in your chart and see what part that resonates for you, what area of your life is activated with this new moon. So, we're going to pull one message. Here we go. Forgive, full moon in Pisces. Pisces is a collective 12th house energy. So this could be a time of making peace with something from the past, because I'm seeing the forgiveness. I feel in order to close out a cycle, whatever, I mean, it doesn't mean getting rid of something altogether, but I feel like closing out a cycle. Obviously, if it needs to be closed out, it's because it wasn't higher vibrational, or it just wasn't in alignment, or something like that. Focus on the positive. New moon in Sagittarius. I'm feeling that Jupiter energy when I'm feeling this, and it is a new moon, so there is a new beginning. It can be in regards to a higher learning, something to do with, it can be philosophy. I'm kind of feeling travel or something, just there's something that's moving forward. I feel changing in a big way for you. Maybe I feel like it could be a belief system, right? So it makes sense with the closing out that old cycle where, there could have been a change of heart, a change of mind, a different perception or perspective on a situation or a belief system, something like that. But whatever I feel is closing out is something that's meant to close out because it's not for your greater good. At the same time, it's bringing this fresh start, like seeing things with a whole new set of eyes is how I'm feeling this. So first card that comes up is the Stay in the Flow. Feel very watery energy with this. See how this one right here just seems to be a lot of, like, I just feel things you can't see yet, right? And I know you are a very intuitive sign, but I feel this new moon is going to bring through the truth, the clarity. Like, you're going to be able to see something differently, I feel. And it can, like I said, it can be a belief system. It can be just a toxic pattern or cycle that you've been in that it's time to release and let go. Nothing is perfect. And you see right here this cycle, you see it, like parts of it are starting to move in a new direction. I feel like there's a breaking free, a liberation, of flowing out of an energy into a better cycle is how I'm feeling. It feels like a transformation. Let's see. Let's pull more energy, see what else we have coming out for the sign of Cancer. You have two cards. Yes, this is being open to. Look, I'm trying to get to the second card, but the struggle is real because it was tacked on. Look, don't give up. You are about to receive something. I feel, see how the dark and the light, right? And they're sitting right there. There's something I feel you can't see right now that's coming through, that's coming in. And I'm feeling like the universe is asking you to be open and receptive and ready to receive. You have to be in receptive mode in order to receive, right? This shows somebody really blocked off, could be very bitter within that heart space, or just some, just feels blocked when it comes to the heart chakra. And now you see that heart chakra opened up in that receptive mode. It's like removing that block, whatever it is that has been there. How, take what resonates, release what doesn't. It can be external, it can be internal. You need to, if this message is for you, you'll know how this fits. Blessed assurance, and there's that portal. See, once she shifts that energy, and I'm saying she, but there's no gender, but I feel like once somebody, lets their guard down, once somebody allows themselves to be receptive, to open up and be in that receptive energy, the portal opens. There's something internal. Look at this. Resolve the conflict. There's some sort of conflict, and I feel it's for the majority of people watching this, I feel like this is a conflict within yourself, right? I feel like there's something that you've kept your guard up in regards to, heart blocked off as a result of something like that is how I'm feeling with this. And now I see you. I feel like you're recognizing, seeing it, changing something about it, your belief system, or the completion, like knowing it's a cycle, it's a toxic cycle, and it just has to end. That sort of energy, and with forgiveness, right? So that you can not only you just liberate and set yourself free, and you're able to put that guard down and be in that receptive mode for this portal, is how I'm feeling. So let's get some clarity. What does this say in the flow? I feel like this is just staying grounded. I do feel a lot of water energy right there, and it gives me the vibe of needing to stay grounded. So, get outside, get into nature, ground yourself by walking barefooted on the ground. Ace of Earth is clarifying this. There is a new beginning, and it's coming down to choices, decisions. This is a major choice or a major decision. This is typically the card of the Lovers, and this card in this deck, it's just called love. So this is, in regards to aligning. Like I said, you see someone blocked off right there. They're opening that heart chakra. I feel strong heart chakra. Opening themselves up to be able to receive something, a blessing of a new beginning, I'm feeling. But there's some sort of internal conflict that needs to be resolved, put to rest, like an old cycle closed out. So let's grab one more card in the flow, stay in the flow. There's an offer, an Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, Seven of Earth, and it's very interesting because the Seven of Earth with the Ace of Earth right there talks about focusing your time, energy, and effort into investing into whatever this new thing is that you're going to do. 7 and 1 brings it to the 8, which talks about work, what you focus on, what you put your time, energy, and effort into, the detail. It feels like work. That's what it feels like, a job, a career, an opportunity. 2 of Fire talks about making a choice and a decision. I see them. It is a major decision as a result of seeing that love card come out there. So I do feel we're going to see where this goes, but I feel someone's going to choose this. I feel like they're going to let that guard down, open that heart chakra up, and be in that receptive mode. But let's look at the don't give up. We're going to clarify this don't give up. Clarify this don't give up. Don't give up. I feel like this is don't give up on yourself. Like, don't lose that optimistic spirit, that, childlike, joy, happiness, and being, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 8 of Waters on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel this is, again, someone making a choice. They're walking away from something. I feel like they're putting that guard down. They're opening that heart chakra up. I mean, Ace, 7, 10, this is fantastic. This is super nice. All as a result of them knowing there's something that has not been emotionally fulfilling, stable. It hasn't brought the security, the stability, something like that, and they're walking away from it. And I don't know if you heard these cards fly. I'm going to go grab them. But now there's a messenger of Earth that's coming in, an opportunity for you to get a wish fulfillment, for you to get something that you desire, that you wish for, that you want. But I feel like you've been connected, or, sorry, I just want to make sure none of them flew underneath furniture. I feel like you're recognizing there's been an internal breakthrough within yourself, within your soul, within your spirit, knowing that you've been trying to build something that is just not sustainable. It's not going to grow. It's not going to bring that 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like somebody is aware that something needs to change. And first of all, I feel like they're putting their guard down. They're opening their heart chakra back up, and they're going into receptive mode so that they can get out of that cycle, close that cycle out, forgive it, deal with this, like resolve the conflict from within, and go towards these blessings. There's a Chariot. There's Cancer energy. This is about moving forward, and you see there's something trying to distract somebody from moving forward. I feel like somebody's not in denial about that. They're seeing that, they're recognizing that, and now they are going to ultimately, internally shift and change, go through that transformation internally and allow it to reciprocate into the physical externally. There's that messenger of fire showing up. There's the king of fire right there. So this is something that's going to come in quite quickly, and I feel it like I feel like it's a result of the action, the choices, the decisions. Like, I feel there's a change. Somebody is going to be making choices and decisions, I feel, that are different than they typically make, is how I'm feeling. And that, I feel like this is them standing in their power. There's that heart chakra, following their heart, listening to their heart, being mindful of what their heart, mind, body, and spirit are trying to tell them, to communicate to them, to make them aware of. Messenger of water, two messengers right there. This is receiving a lot of downloads on the direction to take. Look, the deck split like as two of earth, the choices to make, the decisions, balancing something out, because these are not balanced, like recognizing what pentacle lifts them and what drags them down, and they're not going to be distracted by that anymore. It's like this person's making a lot of different choices and decisions. Just, I feel, knowing that, like, they're maybe living in an illusion, or they have been, the wishful thinking, or trying to, I just feel like trying to hold something together to build something up that has just been like uphill battle. And I feel like they're coming to terms within themselves about this, like being honest with themselves and knowing it's not sustainable. Let's keep moving. Look, I even feel trusting their intuition. I love to see that little, what is that, a seahorse? Look up the symbolic meaning of that. That could give you some additional energy. Oh, messenger of air. Three messengers. I mean, like I said, mind, body, spirit. We have the air, mind, the fire, and the um, water right there. The only one that is missing is, it's not. It's right here. The messenger of earth. All of these are out here. This is a time to bring something into balance. Wow, judgment on the bottom. You see this angel is standing in front of this portal, right, with one wing up blocking the way. I feel like somebody can't see the way forward, but they can see the light is in that direction, and I feel like this angel is just waiting for them to, like, step forward, to come towards this light. That wing will come down and that doorway will be open. There is a judgment in regards to to a situation, and there's that eight of earth I felt earlier. I feel like somebody is shifting direction, and they're going to, like, what they're focusing on, they're going to grow. They're going to, six of fire talks about victory, success. It almost feels like initiating something, investing time, energy, and effort into something, and seeing a quick and rapid growth and expansion of whatever that is. That's how I'm feeling with this. So, but I feel because they removed a block. There was something that was blocking them, and now that that block is removed, it's like all the doors are open. Seven of air. Seven of air to the ace of air. They're seeing a truth about something. The seven of air is not a good energy. We don't really like to see that too much, because this talks about underhanded stuff, sneaky stuff, um, deceptive kind of energy, that sort of thing. And it can be for some of you where there was that energy around that you now see for what it is, and resolved the conflict to remove it. Also, it can be where this is you've been, having deceived yourself, like I said, wanting to believe in an illusion or some sort of confusion. There's a page of water right here. There's an eight of water, and then there's the queen of water, right? A lot of your energy is showing up. I feel like this could, if this is a deceptive energy, I feel like there's an apology that wants to come in for you, or be offered to you, or presented to you. But nonetheless, with this eight of water showing up again, it really gives me that, someone is now mature, queen of water. They intuitively know this isn't for me. I appreciate it. I forgive. I'm going to move forward, though, and I'm going to go in a different direction, and that's just that, right? Like, I'm not willing to invest time, energy, and effort into things that I have to heal from, you know what I mean, or recover from, and I just feel like that's the thing. So let's grab a couple messages. This is from the Divine Abundance Oracle. These are from the Moonology Manifestation. I felt with this new moon, planting this new seed, setting those intentions, and this new beginning at play, it would be important. I felt drawn towards seeing what's coming through. delusion. See, like I said, someone shattered the delusion. The illusion has been shattered. Someone now knows their worth. Maybe that was something they had to go through, right? Maybe that was part of their life journey or path where they had to recognize their value and what they brought to the table. And, if it wasn't being recognized or it wasn't being appreciated and respected, I kind of feel like they're taking their energy somewhere else. Yeah, they're taking their energy somewhere else, letting go. They're reframing, they're restructuring, they're rebuilding. They're letting that old whatever shatter, like, to crumble. I feel the tower energy. I haven't seen it. And look right here, and it's interesting. Look, letting go of that block. And this is like receptive energy, and it's love. Like, this is them coming back into that, that beautiful spirit, into that light-hearted spirit, into that, spirit of reception, that, like, faith on the bottom of the deck. I feel like they've come through a very dark time, and now it's time to embrace the light and to accept it, receive it, allow it to come through, as they're letting this past stuff dissolve to just, that's it. Acceptance, right action. Somebody, I feel, is accepting, taking accountability, and accepting their role as a leader of their life and acting accordingly is how I'm feeling with this. I feel this is going to be a very powerful new moon. Courage and invite help. I feel like this is from, look, inner child, divine source. I was going to say, when it said invite help, I felt like this was you throwing those prayers out to the universe, up to God, who, whatever it is. I don't really, I mean, it is what it is. Whoever you pray to, like, that's what I, look, this was face down on the table, inner power. I feel like you're throwing your prayers out there, asking for guidance, asking for signs, asking for synchronicities. I feel like you are getting those. I feel like you are having the strength, courage, and confidence to believe in yourself, your intuition, what your spirit is calling you to courageously do. I feel like you've had patience, but there's that tower. Like, you are crumbling that tower of toxicity. That's what I see. You're going to move forward in a different direction, is what I'm feeling with this energy showing up for this reading. So, again, I feel like someone's had a lot of patience, right? But they know whatever this is, it's time for it to go. That's how I'm feeling. I hope this message serves you well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'd appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up or a hype and leave a comment. That really does help me. And if you would like to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description box below. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I send you an abundance of peace, love, and light.